Hey skiers, it's Bob with skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We got a new one from DPS for you this year. This is a Koala 111. Fills in the blank between the Koala 103 and the 118, offering kind of that mid-range, wider twin tip ski for more of that free ride style versus freestyle. Definitely some creativity going on here, but this one kind of relies more on natural features and deeper snow in terms of expanding that creative role as opposed to more resort-oriented jumps and park features. So, making kind of those natural hits and backcountry stuff more in the ski's wheelhouse, I think makes a lot of sense and creates that nice middle ground between 103 and 118. But a pretty burly twin tip ski. DPS is known for making more of that lightweight ski. Their touring skis are fantastic. The new Kaizen skis rely on lightweight, wood and carbon in order to access performance. And Koala kind of sticks to more of a traditional mentality in terms of that foundation construction and making this ski feel very strong and sturdy, from beginning to end. They do start with a mix of bamboo and poplar in the wood core. That whole core is wrapped in triaxial fiberglass. So you got those, layer on top, layer on the bottom, and then the sides. It's a lot of fiberglass, and then carbon stringers on top and bottom. So a lot of material going on here. It's also a pretty thick core profile from end to end. So there's just a lot of mass in this ski, about 2,200 grams here in the 184. So for something without metal, that certainly is on the heavy side. And then it's, on the stiffer side too. Especially for something this wide, it's got to be bent in order to be turned. But other than that, it's extremely playful and, totally durable and pretty burly ski. It's not the lightest out there, but DPS is known for being pretty proactive with their shaping and profiling in order to counteract that weight. So when we look at the profile of the ski, what jumps out is just that crazy tapered and rockered shape and profile. There's just a lot of bend going on with this ski. And that creates that creative effect. So we do have that positive camber underfoot and then lots of rocker in the tips and tails and quite a bit of taper as well. So in order to get this thing to, fit into that 18-meter turn radius, they do have to, shorten that effective edge. But the rocker starts well down here. It's somewhat gradual, but because it's so long, there's just a ton of splay. And then from a taper perspective, they're very dramatic with their taper, thin to wide. Widest part of the ski is brought well down into the, almost the mid-body of the ski. And that really increases that flotation, puts that widest part closer to the foot. So ski really rides up on the snow. As a result, these things operate better when skied more centrally versus, pressuring your tips to get the performance. This is not a directional shape at all, which is really interesting and unique from DPS. Widest part of the tail is, 25 centimeters away, which is just a crazy amount of taper. So giving this tail more of a rudder-like feel, you're able to kind of steer it by pressuring the backside of the ski. And that's kind of a hallmark of something that's a little bit more playful, a little bit more drifty. So it works really well with this 111. And then from that tail profile perspective, the rocker starts well down here, pretty darn close to where that taper starts, leading to that very much, free ride twin tip style of backside there. Switch takeoffs and landings in deep snow, that's kind of what you're looking for with this thing. Mostly in that natural section with, bigger mountains, deeper snow, stuff like that. But yeah, pretty burly, pretty unique ski. It does operate better when you're kind of in the middle and allowing the taper and the rocker to do its thing. That's where you're going to find the most enjoyment. If you're driving the front of this ski, it's not going to respond nearly as well. That's what the more directional skis, the new Kaizen line, is for, versus this, which is more meant to be played, especially in the middle, allowing that generous and very progressive taper and rocker in the tips and tails to do its thing. And that's why it's there, and that's what they're trying to get out of this ski. So make sure you check out this DPS Koala 111 here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.